What up, Spearos? We back in PR looking to do another spearfishing video. This time it's a solo dive and the conditions look pretty rough back there, but I just have to get in the water and try out a new spot.
Here we go. We got a long walk to the spot, to the remote zone. Just want to get away from any parking lots.
Here we are in this super remote zone for spearing. My brother told me about this zone because he got a nice mutton here, but the conditions are looking rough. Let's hope we get lucky.
When you're dealing with a reef entry like this, I recommend putting your fins on once you get to some sand or an easier spot to manage. Instantly when I get in, I'm already seeing life with the school of yellowjacks surrounding me. These ones are really small, but it's still a good reminder to always have your gun loaded, so I'm getting loaded as soon as possible in case something bigger's around. I had been in Michigan for 2 weeks because of the holidays. So at this point, it feels great to have my gun back in my hands, fully loaded, my new roller, and a new DJI camera on my head. It was still pretty tough to see due to the low visibility and the swell, so at this point I decided I need to kick out past the breakers and start hunting. You'll see here I still like to throw my flasher while I'm getting past the breakers, because sometimes fish are hunting in the surf. Mostly hoping for cero mackerels here because I've seen them come up to the flasher using this technique many times before. At this point though, it didn't look like anything was hunting in the surf, so it was time to move on to the next strategy. So I just continued to kick out a little bit more and I see a nice cero coming in. You can tell the visibility is a little bit better now, so here he comes. I'm holding my flasher in my hand, go up for the shot. Let's see if we can get him. Missed high. It sucks to start on a miss, but you just gotta calculate and try to adjust. I found some nice looking bottom, which was difficult because I couldn't see from the surface due to the visibility, but whenever you find a reef like this, you want to make sure you explore the nooks and crannies of it in case there's any lobsters or target species. This hole looked very promising, but surprisingly no lobsters. It's important here as well to take quick glances to all sides in case something comes charging. Here we got a nice cero coming in to check me out from the murk. Just a quick look, and as he's going into the murk, I gotta take a Hail Mary. I shouldn't have even shot. I was just guessing where the fish was because the viz was bad. 2 misses right off the bat is not a good start to the dive. It just hurts your confidence, but I threw my flasher again just to see what happens, and out of this murk, I see something big charging it. It's a nice mutton. He is on my throw flasher. He's hungry, giving me plenty of time to just select where I want to put the shot in him. Boom. Spiner. Because I hit the spine, the flopper didn't activate, so I need to get my hands on this fish ASAP. Thankfully, he's completely immobilized from the shot, so I can just go up to him on the same breath, get a hold of him, and drag him to the surface. Beautiful color on this fish, and I'm just so excited that the diving in rough conditions paid off.
Nasty spiner!
As you can tell, I was stoked on this fish. Such good eating, and a nice shot too. That roller really blasted him in the spine, and he didn't stand a chance. You'll see here I'm gonna dispatch the fish because even though it was hitting the spine, that doesn't mean he's dead, so I don't want him to suffer anymore. I also like to bleed the fish here just to maximize the meat quality. Right here, you'll see on my watch it was only a 12.4 foot dive and only 29 seconds. That's much easier than your typical mutton snapper, but due to the low visibility and how hungry he was, it was more curious. And right here I pulled the shaft out and you'll see that the flopper was not engaged, but because I nailed him in the spine, he was immobilized instantly. You'll see here I like to take a swipe on my fish just so that the viewers can tell the size of it. You'll see here as well the DJI Osmo Action 5 Pro does a great job capturing all the colors of this fish. I'm really excited about the new camera. Shout out to Ocean Ammo as well. It's the Hybris 110 single roller that helped me get this fish. It's the first roller I've owned and I'm loving it. Packs a lot of punch with almost zero recoil. Here I'm gutting the fish to preserve the meat quality, also putting some chum in the water in case something else shows up. Here I threw my flasher just to go check out what's down there. Not seeing much at all, just scanning while I approach the flasher. Again, visibility was low, so it's harder to tell. Then boom, big cuda out of nowhere. He spooks me. You'll see I get my gun ready just to keep him away, just in case. Sometimes when those cudas sneak up on you, they can be a little bit alarming. They have been known to bite divers once in a while. Here I do a little drop on him just to spook him away. And while I'm down there, I figure, why not check out the cave, see if there's anything good. Seeing a lot of reef fish, that's usually a good sign, so I'm gonna check out this ledge. Nothing good, but there was a nurse shark sleeping in there. They're always funny to see. As I make my way in for the evening, I keep throwing my flasher just in case. As I drop down to pick it up, I'm seeing some very interesting caves, and I always like to explore structure like this in case there's something good. I spot a lobster. That's one of the main targets, so let's go see if we can get him on this same breath. Really patient here, trying to get an angle on him. No sudden movements until you're ready to grab. I'm gonna slow it down here. Let's see my approach. Whoosh! Big whiff. Terrible. My lobster grabbing abilities definitely leave a lot to be desired. Let me know in the comments how I can fix it and do better next time. He was pretty deep in that cave, so I just moved on and let him be. I already had plenty to eat for the day. It's always fun getting back in from a shore dive when the swells are like this and the conditions are pretty rough. I just try to ride the waves in and coast along the reef, avoid getting scratched up as best as I can. As you all can see, this was a pretty remote zone for spearfishing, so I'm just happy to be making it out of the water safely. Here I found a good calm spot where I can remove my fins without getting thrashed by waves. This way I can exit the water safely without scratching up my carbon fins or without slipping by trying to walk across the reef with fins on. I didn't have a float for this dive, so I just attached the mutton snapper to my weight belt. It's a good feeling getting back to the beach after a shore dive, making sure you have all your gear, all your fish, because things can easily get lost on this type of diving. As I was walking back in, I'm just so grateful to catch this fish and have the opportunity. As you'll see in some upcoming videos, I've gotten mutton snappers that require deeper dives or more bottom time, but I felt like I was rewarded with this fish because I went out in some nasty conditions. This sama ended up coming in at 10 pounds gutted. It was plenty of meat. I ended up eating the skeleton and the body over the fire with my friends, and then I even made a soup out of the head, so nothing was wasted. Diving in the remote zone paid off with a nice mutton. Missed a couple ceros out there and missed a really nice lobster, but hey, can't complain. Nice mutton, hit a nasty spine shot on him. Immediately immobilized in the shallows. If you made it to the end, thanks for watching. That does it for this video. Just a one shore dive edit. Diving like this is really why I love spearing so much. Just go in, get one fish, don't bother anything else, and you get out with enough to feed your friends and your family over a fire and leave nothing to waste.